Welcome back to the Casual Game Hobbyist and our College Football 26 Dynasty with Coach Nathan Moore as the offensive coordinator of the number 23rd ranked Nebraska as they take on the Michigan Wolverines, Big Ten conference opponent. But before we get to the game, let's take care of all of the things that happened pregame in the week leading up to the game. So last week had a good solid win over the Army Black Knights, Nebraska 31, Army 7. Our player of the game was Sayer Wright. Our cornerback had 2 interceptions and 2 tackles, and our defense absolutely dominated, only giving up 91 yards total to Army. But we got to move on to the next week, and we're picking up a few commitments along the way. A 3-star guard, a 3-star right tackle, and we'll pick up one more 3-star commitment this week from a quarterback, a pure runner who might be the future at that position for Nebraska. And look at the top 10. Look at recruiting. We are, number 1 in recruiting so far with 3 stars signed. I know that's going to change, but let's celebrate the win while we can. And now we'll take a look at that top 25. Ohio State 1, Penn State 2, Georgia 3. Whoever was number 4, and it looks like it was Clemson, fell all the way down to 14 after a 30-16 loss to Georgia Tech. And let's check on our team, Nebraska, moving up 1 spot from 24 to 23 after a win against Army at home. And after a look at the top 25, let's take a peek at the Heisman candidates. John Mateer, Rocco Becht, Katron Allen, top at 1, 2, 3 from Oklahoma, Iowa State, and Penn State, respectively. And a look at our team schedule. Nebraska is 3-0. We're home against Michigan before a bye week, so we can focus all of our energy on Michigan. Don't have anybody to look ahead to next week. No look ahead, let down spots here. And back to the teams running out. Have a few recruits visiting this game. A 4-star, a 3-star, and 2 2-stars are in attendance for our game against Michigan. Nebraska gets the ball first, and so we're going to kick it off here in the first quarter with a good run up the middle from Emmett Johnson, picking up 9 yards, setting up a 2nd and short. Didn't like the play call, so we're going to change it up. As the play clock winds down, give it back to Johnson on the zone run up the middle. He picks up 15 yards and the first down. 1st and 10, Nebraska comes out in the I form. A run off the right with Johnson yields 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. And hand off to our tight end turned fullback, Luke Lindenmeyer, gets us a few yards, bringing up 3rd and short. We need to pick up another first down here. That would be great, and we do not. We lose 2 yards, actually, bringing up 4th down and a punt. Decent punt. That's going to pin the Wolverines in their own 20. And our defense is not holding, gives up a touchdown, but hey, we get the ball back, 1st and 10 from the 25. A good run of 9 yards to start off the drive, and it's 2nd and 1. Let's give it back to our fullback, Lindenmeyer. Takes up the middle for the Cornhusker first down. With just over a minute left in the first quarter, Raiola flips it out to the left to Emmett Johnson, who picks up 12 yards and the first down. Nebraska comes out in the flex bone pistol. Hand up to Johnson. Pickup of 7, and as the clock winds down here on the first quarter, let's see if Nebraska can get another playoff. They do, but they probably wish that they didn't. Loss of 2 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 after we change quarters, and after 1 quarter, it's Michigan 7, Nebraska 0. Look at our 2 halfbacks here. Both of them putting up good numbers so far in this game in the first quarter. And after some cheering from our Nebraska fans, let's get on in to the second quarter of this game. Where do we leave off? A 3rd and 5 for Nebraska. Raiola steps back to pass, doesn't have any time, gets sacked, or loss of 6 yards, going to lead to another Nebraska punt. Another solid punt puts them within their own 20. Michigan does not score. Nebraska gets the ball back right at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good speed option. Raiola pitches it out to Ives, and Ives takes it for a big gain and a first down. And that first down being from the Michigan 26. Looks like we run a little play action bootleg, and we do flip it out to our tight end, turn fullback. Lindenmeyer picks up the first down, or 5th first down of the game. And it's going to be 1st and 10 inside the red zone from the 13. Nothing doing there, a loss of 1 yard. Maybe that's okay. Give it to Lindenmeyer, picks up a well-earned and hard-earned 3 yards. We can go back to our play-action pass, and a very ill-advised pass there, almost picked off. Get away with it, brings up 4th and 8, and a field goal. Bringing in Michigan 7, Nebraska 3, but on their ensuing possession, Michigan scores another touchdown. So we get the ball back with Michigan up 14-3. Halfback screen gets us 8 yards. Run the speed option again. Raiola keeps it himself and just picks up the first down with just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Raiola steps back, throws it over the middle, picks up 5 yards. And Nebraska's running a bit of a hurry up here as time winds down in the first half. Good Texas right out of the backfield, picks up the first down. And it's 1st and 10 from the 47. Nobody covering the slot receiver there. Flips it out to the flat. He takes all of that green space and green grass in front of him, picks up the first down. And that brings us to the 2-minute timeout. Nebraska has a 1st and 10 from the 32. Run up the middle, nets just 2 yards. So here we are from the 31. Nice comeback route by our receiver, Key. Big gain and a first down. Nebraska enters the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 11. No luck on the speed option there. Johnson does have 40 yards on 10 carries, so he is averaging a good 4 yards per carry. They run the triple option out of the shotgun off to the left. Quentin Ives with the touchdown. Pulls Nebraska within 4 after the extra point. It's Michigan 14, Nebraska 9 with a minute 19 left in the first half. Good run, Quentin Ives. Brings to Michigan 14, Nebraska 10, 31 seconds left here in the second quarter in the first half. Let's see if we can get in field goal range and try to cut that lead down even more. Nice route across the middle. Good throw by Raiola. Makes it 2nd and 3. Running the halfback screen out to Emmett Johnson. Picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily, but Nebraska has to take a timeout again. Another drag route over the middle. Receiver cannot hang on to the ball. Brings up 2nd and 10. They have 15 seconds left. Nothing doing. We're hitting another drag route. Need to run something and hit on something other than a drag route. It's 3rd and 6 from the 46. Need to gain about 20 yards to get into field goal range with 9 seconds left. And on the comeback route, good catch. And on the field goal attempt, not a good effort. Way wide left, and the score is going to be 14-10 as we go into halftime. After halftime, Michigan got the ball first. Defense held. Nebraska gets the ball back on the 31. And running the option. Raiola gets tackled for a loss of 1. Play action pass. Escapes pressure. Completes the ball out to Lindenmeyer for a 5-yard gain, bringing up 3rd and 6. There's that drag route again, and they're just all over it. Can't keep running the same route. Incomplete pass. 4th and 6. Going to have to punt. And Michigan's going to take over at their 29 and go on to score a touchdown, increasing their lead to 11. Makes it 21-10 Michigan. But it's not over yet. We still have over 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Good run there by Dylan. Picks up 9 yards. And we are in business, closing in on midfield. Don't like that Emmett Johnson got hurt. Hopefully it's nothing serious. We need him. He's been our MVP so far this year. We're going to need him for the rest of the season. But in the meantime, oh, what a Not sure why we dove and didn't slide, but we'll take the first down there. Running speed option left. Good pitch out to Quentin Ives. And he's going 28-15. Going to be tackled at the 12. And he's been our home run hitter today. He's got 68 yards on only 4 carries. Let's see if we can get him in the end zone again. Good to see Emmett Johnson back in the game. Handoff up the middle to Lindenmeyer. Picks up 6. We come out in the flex bone. Run by Johnson up the middle. Doesn't get much. 3rd and 3 from the 5. Can still pick up a first down here. And why not just take it in all the way to the end zone? Dylan Raiola. Touchdown. With the extra point, it's going to make it 21-17. Nebraska's down 4. We're keeping up. Not where we want to be, but we're in a position to come back in the 4th quarter. Another touchdown by Michigan. Makes it 28-18. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's going to make it 28-18. Bryce Underwood completing passes all over the place to all of his receivers and his tight end there. The defense is going to have to come up big in the 4th quarter and get a couple stops if we're going to come back in this game. But before the defense makes any stops, we have to score again. And so the start of the 4th, a fullback screen, gain of 9, brings up 3rd and inches. Let's run it up the middle. Only need a yard, got the first down. And here we are in 1st and 10, running play action. We had the wheel route wide open, but we hit the dig, picks up the first down. Let's go back, keep it on the ground. Good pitch to the outside. Quentin Ives picks up only 2 there. But positive yardage is good, right? We want to stay ahead of the chains. Another screen, that was dangerous. Could have been worse. Nothing there. 3rd and 8. There we go. Running to get the underneath route. Picks up just enough for the first down. First down from the 37. We'll run triple option to the left. Or just a load option out to the left. Picks up a yard. I really like this orbit motion here because I really like Hunter underneath here. He is usually open on that route. A linebacker. That formation usually puts a linebacker on the the wide receiver there. And the wide receiver just has the speed that we need to get the first down. And on first down, gives it up the middle. 10 yards and another first down. And here we go, 1st and goal from the 6. We need to score and get the ball back. And job 1 is done. Run up the middle, Luke Lindenmeyer, 6-yard touchdown. Cornhuskers makes it 28-24. After the extra point, it's going to be 28-25. This game is not over yet. There is no quit in these Cornhuskers. Defense does its job, gets us the ball back. We are on the 2-yard line, so we're going to have to drive the length of the field. But you know what? That's okay. We've got the time to do it. Good start, 6-yard run. Gives us a little space to operate. We're on the halfback screen. Not a lot there, just a yard. So 3rd and 3 from the 10. We need to get this first down. If we punt, I don't know if we can get the ball back. So we need this first down here. Give to Ives up the middle. Gets the first down and more. Gets the ball out to the 25. Running the hurry up since the clock is ticking. But we are starting our march. Getting the first down. Getting out of bounds. Clock stops with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left from our own 37. Put key in motion. And it's the second halfback screen that's been batted down. That's okay. Run another play action. Throw it out to the flat. Picks up the first down. Closing in on the 2-minute timeout. Try to pick up a few more yards before that 2-minute timeout, and nothing there. Completed the pass, but for no gain. That takes us down to 2 minutes. Down 3, Michigan 28, Nebraska 25. 2 minutes to go. But we're on the right side of the 50. Or not yet we are, but now we are. Big play up the middle. Great pass. Great job getting open. Just ran a go up the seam, and there was nobody around him. Great ball placement by Dylan Raiola. Great catch by Hunter. And that's going to give Nebraska a first down in the red zone, I believe. We'll find that out here in a second. Yep, all the way to the 8-yard line with a minute 45 seconds left. Surely Nebraska can score a touchdown here. All right, brings up second down. Second and goal from the 5. Gonna let that clock tick down. We want to score and leave no time remaining on the clock. Luke Lindenmeyer up the middle, picks up a hard 3 yards on third and goal. Looks like another I form. We're going to run up the middle again. Really need the touchdown here. No, play action pass. Dropped by our fullback. And so we're going to opt for the easy 3 points here. And we're going to send this into overtime. So Nebraska ties it up, makes it 28-28. We are all even after 4 quarters of play. And in overtime, Michigan got the ball first, kicked a field goal, and on the first play of overtime for Nebraska on offense, we fumble the ball, lose 6 yards. That's not the start we wanted, but no worries. We're not dead yet. And complete the pass, pick up 1 yard, brings up 3rd and 15. This is definitely not the start to overtime we were envisioning. And almost sacked there. That would have taken us out of field goal range, but from the 30-yard line, this is going to be about a 37-yard field goal. And it's good. Makes it 31-31. And now we will start with the ball again. Or not again, but we'll start with the ball in this overtime period, the second overtime. Good run up the middle, hard run, 9 yards. That is the start that we wanted. QB keeper. Off to the left, cut back to the right, first down. And we're going to run the pitch out to the right for Ives. Somehow gets positive yards there, picks up 4 yards. Running the fullback up the right side, gets a first down. So from the 2-yard line, just need to punch the ball in here. And we do. Luke Lindenmeyer, another touchdown in this game. Touchdown. Nebraska. Go ahead, Cornhusker man. Get excited. Do a dance. Flex them muscles. Luke Lindenmeyer, our tight end, converted to fullback. Takes it in for the touchdown. That makes it 38-31. Oh, never mind. That made it 39-31. Michigan would score, but would not get the 2-point conversion. So Nebraska wins 39-37. Dylan Raiola, 229 passing yards on 75% completion, 1 touchdown. Had a huge 44-yard pass up the seam, up the middle to set up the game-tying field goal. And Nebraska wins, taking Nebraska to 4-0. An exciting start for Coach Nathan Moore in his first season as the Nebraska offensive coordinator. Join us for the next game as we try to go 5-0 and continue to try to climb the rankings in the top 25.